Low. So, starting rate at normal time. I'm starting the stream at the normal time, but we actually don't raid for an hour. So, kind of trying to think what to do for the next hour. Right, I've got Final Fantasy open. Because big surprise, we're playing Final Fantasy today. But like an hour is not a ton of time to do stuff. Plus, I've got to get ready beforehand, right? Oh, excuse me. Also, I feel like every time I start, I enable chat. Like, and I have the chat thing there. But people don't message, right? Because, I mean, it's a small stream right now. So, it makes sense that nobody says anything. But I feel like, well, I guess it'd kind of have to be. Yeah, I don't know why I would expect people to say something so early when I have 6 subscribers who are all probably my friends and are, know I'm streaming. I don't know. The people I talk to while doing the thing that I'm streaming. But yeah, anyway, it's there. I'm a little worried that on my I'm a little worried that on my Final Fantasy 14 display that the why can't I think of the right word? The chat. Sorry, I don't know why I brain fogged there. But I have a feeling that the chat is like too small. Speaking of it being too small, I wish I could form a. Well, actually, I might be able to invite somebody to a party. Oh, he's in a PvP match. Sorry, I'm messing around with that on my. I'm trying to increase the size of it so that the window's not as weird of a size, I guess. I guess you can't even see or hear anything, but it's not the right size. There we go. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the right now I'm just trying to get everything lined up. I feel like this is scaled weird. Well, it certainly is. Yeah, it just feels so small. Okay, wait, I can actually get a preview of it as if it, sorry, bumped something on my desk. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to the size of it on the starting soon screen. It also probably doesn't help that I've just transformed it instead of editing the properties, which is gonna make it look weird. Also, you're really not missing much from my you're really not missing much from my screen just being the starting soon. Yeah, I need to edit the size of this. Like I wanted to just block my I wanted to just block my chat window. But at the same time, I feel like the chat would be too small. Oh, what happened to my... Oh, I messed with the wrong background. These both need to be... These both can't be named background. Oh, and they're copies of each other, so that doesn't work. Oh, because it's using the same color source, it doesn't work. What color is this other one? It's 1D057F. 7E. Okay. I'm a little worried about it getting in the way of my party list. I could make my party list slightly smaller. I feel like that's gonna mess me up though. That'll probably be fine. I don't need to do anything with my party list right now anyway, as a black mage. You know what? I might as well switch it over. You'll hear that, like, I'm sitting, well, okay, so these are the confines of this chat window. I feel like that's a pretty good size. I keep bumping stuff on my desk, so I need to move this. Yeah, I guess my main concern is... Wait, if I edit something on this side, does it... No, it doesn't. My main concern with it is that, wait, I'm wondering if I change the properties on this one, so if I just change it to, like, 40. Oh, that changes it everywhere. That's a little annoying. That means I need to make an... that means I need to make another... I can see why I'd want to transform it. But I feel like transforming it is what leads it to looking bad and, like, compressed and stuff. Do I still have the link copied for the chat thing? I do. Nice. I don't even know what size I said. Oh, I didn't. I gotta copy the CSS code. Yeah, this is all stuff you can't see. So, there we go. Okay, so with that, how big is this box? So I said 500 by 545. So we need to do 500 minus 73.5. Gets us 426.5. And then the height is 545 minus 40. That's not... Can I not do I can't do decimals in the width. So I guess we're sticking with just 426. Oh yeah, and if I don't want any weird borders, I want to trim 1 pixel off the top and the bottom. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I've noticed that sometimes I'll have like a weird gray bar at the top or the bottom. Okay, now if I scale this to actual canvas size, and look at the chat element, it's slightly too high. Oh, it's 5 pixels too high. Whatever, that's probably fine. Oh, so we can... I'm figuring this stuff out still. I need to come up with a color scheme. I feel like I really like the color scheme of my character. Right? The blue with black, white, and gold accents, I feel like really fits well with the kind of theme I like. This is kind of what I've been thinking about while trying to design a character as well, because I think I've mentioned it a couple times. I want to make a VTuber model eventually. I'm going to try to make it all from scratch, so it's going to take forever. I always talk about how I want to be this like Renaissance man type thing, that I do all these things from scratch, but you know, what can I say? I really like things. This is um I'm pretty far along in drawing it. So the process is going to be drawing the model, then coloring it, then modeling it, and then rigging it. I expect the modeling, honestly, to not be that hard once I've got the sketches. I think the rigging will take quite a while. I have some experience using like CAD and Blender and stuff, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I think the biggest problem will come from I think I'll do a good enough modeling job, and then it'll come out that oh, I didn't set up this model correctly, or maybe the um uh, why can't I think of the right word? I was thinking UV mapping, but that's not right because that has to do with textures. Um, like the jointery of it or whatever. Um, in my head, I was like the mapping of the bones. That's not exactly right. Basically, I think the way it'll be set up, it'll be kind of weird, and I'm a little worried that it um, won't look perfect, but we'll see. Right, that'll all come out once I actually start modeling. Right now, I've drawn the front profile. I've taken Matoya's hat, but kind of mixed it with. I feel like most of the pieces are just taking my character as it exists in Final Fantasy XIV and making it a a concept. One of the big things is I've taken a lot of pieces of different outfits that I feel like fit the astrologian aspect that I like, because I've really always been a fan of the kind of like I guess astrological mysticism kind of thing, the like that kind of flavor, despite the fact that I'm not really an astrology person myself. um I don't even know if I know what like my star sign or whatever is, but like I don't know, I just think the concept of tarot cards look cool, and like I like the Persona games. I like Astrologian as a class. I don't know, space is cool, but it's like fantasy space, you know, like magic space. That's what I like about it. So, I'm trying to replicate that in a character while keeping like the big hat. And I mean, it's coming out pretty well. Right, as I mentioned before, like just a bit ago, the big thing is going to be coloring it. I'm terrible at coloring. Probably what I'm going to have to do is the colors themselves are probably going to be pretty flat, and I'm not going to worry about shading. Instead, it's just going to be about, okay, we'll get the colors on there. We can worry about shading. Well, honestly, maybe I don't even need to shade when I've got the 3D model done. I could do pretty flat colors on the 3D model, and then just, I don't know, maybe do volumetric lighting or something. Just be able to render the lighting later instead of having it like caked in. I want the character to look more cartoony is one thing, so I've been kind of trying to figure that out. Also, the goal of the character is for them to be pretty small. Because I like being a funny small man, you know? Just a silly little guy. I feel like also the big hat's kind of necessary, but I am planning on making the model in a way where I can take the hat off, like this. I think I am still going to use Cloud's hair. Right, I mean, it's pretty good hair. I like it. My HUD's in the way. I don't remember. Actually, I think... There we go. I had to change the remove HUD hotkey because it was home. And my keyboard is like a 96% keyboard. So it has all of the buttons except like home and insert, whatever else. It has 5 macro buttons on the left side and 4 it has circle, triangle, square, and X right above the numpad. I don't really know why those aren't just like home and insert, whatever else. But they aren't. Anyway, the hair's pretty good. So it'd be nice to be able to take the hat off. And if I'm already going through that effort of being able to take the hat off, then I think it'd be worth trying to make it so that the model basically has like a base layer with like plain clothes. So like I don't know, like a t-shirt and like something that fits underneath, like an undershirt and maybe like underwear. And then I make clothing models that I can overlay on top of it. So that the character is actually wearing clothes. And I could change them out pretty easily. I don't know how that will work with rigging and stuff. That's going to be an experience, but right now I'm still just worried about drawing. One thing that really, I guess, stifles my own progress is I'll be like, man, I really want to do this thing, and then something else will catch my attention for the week, or like half a week, or some like unsubstantial amount of time, but like still some amount of time. Like Rift of the Necrodancer right now. It's not even like I just got the game or something, but it's been taking up my time, and then I end up not continuing with whatever I'm doing. Like that's happened with like 3 or 4 projects, and I don't know. I need to get better about that. Cuz all the projects that I say I want to work on, I still have an interest in working on them. I just haven't. It's almost... Yeah, we don't have anyone hopping in yet, but I guess I'll make the party. I don't know, I can't really think of a... I gotta hide this someplace. The private party number. Okay. Oh, I'm revealing it on accident. Yeah, it is cruiserweight. Okay. Well, anyway, so I'll let everyone know that the party's up. I was doing a lot of normal raids today as Astrologian, since um, it's a lot takes a lot longer to queue as a DPS than it does as a healer. And I'll be honest, there were some times where I needed to be a healer. I guess I didn't need to, but it was rough. Right, like I feel like that's a bit rude to say to, the healing partners I had, because generally they were pretty good. But like, it was a good thing I did, because I did have to heal her LB once or twice. It took me like 12 or 14. It took me 12 or 14 clear attempts to do all 4 fights just to get this chest piece. Because as it turns out, I did all this work to get the legs last week, and I didn't even need the legs. I needed tome legs. So that's awkward. Oh, there's some other stuff I wanted to do with my head real quick. One thing is I feel like I need to move some of this stuff. Like, I feel like I need to move my gauges just so they're a little closer to the middle of the screen. Though I kind of feel like I'm crowding the middle of the screen a bit. Right, because I feel like part of the reason I struggle as Black Mage is not because I don't know where my buttons are, but I feel like I get caught looking at like my buttons and my gauges instead of looking at what the boss is doing. And that's what gets me. And it's part of the reason that I've been having trouble reading like whether it's A side or B side during the first frog phase. So I kind of want to change that. Oh, you can see the password. Yeah, he's definitely got time for expert. But yeah, so I feel like, because this gauge is almost too low down, and I'm looking at it, and instead it should just be like a, oh yeah, well obviously that's what's going on. Maybe if I just like moved it up. Right, I can kind of crowd it like this. Maybe. It's not the cleanest. We can kind of fix it. It's hard to target the astral gauge. There we go. I wish I could move this stuff with the arrow keys, but I can't. I think that's the biggest travesty, really, is that you can't move it with the arrow keys. Because it would be so nice. I feel like this is a bit close. I could have stuff layered over. Is that better? And maybe the enemy cast bar should literally be in like the exact middle of my screen. But then I feel like I won't see it. It's a little bit what I'm worried about. Also, is this centered? 1, 2. Oh gosh, these gray lines are hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's mostly centered. That's fine. Yeah, it does feel really close. Honestly, I feel like this could be lowered a little bit. Just because I feel like I don't want my gauges being literally in the middle of my screen. But if they're close to it, that's fine. Ooh, that scooched it over way too much. You know what, if there's a bit of overlap, I feel like I like these. I feel like that's fine. A nice condensed HUD. Yeah, because really, I've got the target status info here, just so I can see that my debuff's on. If it occasionally gets covered by their cast bar, that's fine, because I should still be able to see it. And I think, overall, that's probably good. Anyway, Mogu, who was just in the party, joined the call, so I'm going to hop in there. Especially since everybody will be joining soon anyway. It'll be nice to have people to talk to, and I feel like I've kind of covered everything. I don't know. I've just been kind of rambling, but it's all well and good, right? You know, I guess before I joined the call, I mentioned I was working on my island sanctuary. It's going pretty well, right? I'm rank 17. Oh, you can't see my mouse. I can fix that. Right, I feel like some games it's worse when it captures your cursor. But other games it's fine. So, I don't know. This is a game where it's like if it captures my cursor, that's fine. But yeah, I haven't actually messed with any of the furniture. I don't know how to get I don't know how to get the island prisms, the decoration ones. Can I get them with... You can get dyes. You can get high cordials, which is nice. I don't think you can craft those, so... Okay, well, it's not in materia and items. Exchange items for permits. Water otter fountain permit? Uncharted course construction. I kind of want these. I don't know how to get these, though. I'm gonna look this up. The water otter fountain looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they're crafts. Really? Yeah, they're crafts. I just have to find where to get this stuff. They're level 90 too, so they should be really easy to make. Wait, do I craft this? No. I don't know where to get verdurous glioaether. Okay, you need to desynth sublime crystal blooms, I guess. Or prime crystal blooms. Anyway, I can worry about that later. They don't seem like they're gonna be that hard to get, but I'm gonna hop on the call now. Hello. I messed around with my... I was quiet?
I think my audio is just fucked up, but kinda...
It's possible it's using... Let me make sure it's using my mic. Okay, it is using my mic. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I think my audio is just low. Yeah, I have it on like 11. I would do it. Yeah, just turn down FF14.
Audio on 11 is like my default, if not a little lower than that.
I can't adjust chat volume though on this headset, so it's kind of quiet.
You know what? My system settings are actually quite normal looking right now. Maybe that's because
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say because I usually edit them in. I'll usually lower them in the system settings, but I guess I turned it back up so that it was loud enough for the stream. Maybe, I don't know. Even then, it's pretty cool.
It's just these headphones.
Yeah, my master volume is at 5. I need to change my listening position a little bit. Because I had it at, like, directly on my character, and it's so weird when somebody says something behind my character. Because then it just, like, doesn't sound like anything at all.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Let's beat this fucker.
Yeah. It's saying I'm only getting 60 FPS.
Oof.
I might be capping it.
Yeah, it might have turned on the FPS cap.
If not, I will throw you a suggestion. Go back to your launcher and see if it updates. Because it happened to a friend of mine a couple days ago. Or all of a sudden, like his one, was not going above like 60 or 45. When he normally gets like 180, 200.
Am I just looking at the wrong spot?
Are we still on Aether or do we need to switch?
I think we're still in Aether.
Okay.
Kata hasn't said anything.
Got through the Dark Souls reference, boss.
Am I just crazy? Am I just reading the wrong thing? And then...
Oops.
There's a thing for, like, basically reducing workload to maintain FPS, but I don't. Oh, I've got it set to main display refresh rate, but my display refresh rate is like 120, so I don't know why. I hit none, and it jumped up to 80.
What's your monitor's normal refresh rate?
It's either 120 or 140. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 120. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I've got like everything turned up into the maximum, more or less.
What graphics card you got?
4060 Ti.
Yeah, I got a 4070 Ti Super, so we should be running about the same.
Yeah. I don't know. What FPS are you getting?
I have everything maxed out right now. I'm in Nugradon and I'm getting 118.
That's weird. I don't expect streaming to affect it either.
Shouldn't.
But I also have the DLSS on, so could be impacting my my FPS as well.
Yeah, I've got NVIDIA DLSS on, I believe.
Can't stand there.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about it.
But then again, they have been upscaling the graphics on certain areas, so like if I go into like Shadowbringers area, right, I'll jump to like 375.
Oh yeah, also, yeah, what resolution is your monitor?
Let me double check.
So I wonder if it matters that I'm using a 2K monitor?
System. So I'm at a 1920 1080.
Okay, so you're just HD.
Mm-hmm. I'm just HD. Technically, I could go to like 4K or higher, but I don't really care to have time.
Hmm. That might be part of the reason my resolution or my FPS though is a little lower. Because
720.
what?
720, you said?
No, I'm 2K, so like 2560 by 1440.
Oh, I meant Vafra.
Hmm?
What's your
No.
resolution?
No, he's 1080p.
Standard.
Oh, it's
1080.
1080. I heard 1280 or something.
Oh no, 1080. Yeah, if that was 1280, that'd be 200%. That'd be like 2K right there.
Now you got me wondering if my FPS will be higher in New Gradania for some reason. No,
it'd
it's
be
lower.
At its lowest in those areas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm sitting at like standing in front of the crystal. I'm at 98 FPS.
Yeah, that's weird.
But like if I went to like somewhere else, it would literally jump to like 175, 200, 300 depending on the place.
That's weird.
there's more graphical stuff in cities,
Yeah.
especially since they've been working on the resolutions on stuff now. So if you have
Yeah.
everything set to like maximum. Like even on max, it doesn't even really impact this card all that much.
Yeah. I'm just curious why I'm sitting at like average 60 or 70.
That
It'd be
seems weird
clutter.
on you.
Yeah. I mean, I've basically got everything turned up as high as it'll go, except for some shadow details, I guess.
What's your shadow detailing at?
Normal cast okay, so shadow resolution is high, shadow cascading is best, shadow softening is strong, cast shadows is normal.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Your textures are high too.
Yeah, my regular general settings are all like as high as they'll go. Texture details high, anisotropic filtering is 16 times.
Yeah, mine's at 8 times. Why is mine at 8 times?
I don't know. Okay, I don't need radio blur.
Oh well. Not like 8 times is doing anything bad.
I don't know what HBAO screen space ambient occlusion does compared to GTAO.
Oh.
Mine is basically GTAO standard. Don't know
Yeah.
why.
That
I
also
got a
could be
thingy
doing
next to it.
Horizon-based ambient occlusion.
Yeah, it renders natural shadows for objects in close proximity to create more realistic visuals.
Yeah. Alright, what's the difference between HBAO and GTAO? Oh, somebody literally asking about Final Fantasy 14 on Reddit. They're sorted by quality and resource consumption. It's saying GTAO is higher quality and higher impact on FPS.
Is it? Huh. Mine's on standard. I'll just leave it the way it is. Oh, I need to join your party. What the fuck am I doing?
It's fine. There's only yeah, I guess you still got 10 minutes, and there's only 5 people in the party.
Is it under? Is it private?
Yeah.
I already have it under.
M5S.
Same fight.
Okay, the
Yeah,
ambient
talent for
occlusion.
scrolling. Sorry.
Ambient occlusion doesn't really seem to be affecting anything. It seems.
I don't know what to tell you on that one then.
I have no idea.
I mean, the biggest thing could also just be, you know, difference in graphics cards too.
That's true. But I feel like it's a big
Because I got
difference.
The monitor is not reset to 60 hertz or something, is that?
You know what? That's a fair.
Be the first thing I check, because I don't know why else it'd be 60 FPS unless the cap is on.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Cap is in display settings too, that's not in graphics settings.
Yeah, my MSI monitor is at 144, so
Man, I gotta find it. Oh, display resolution.
Oh
No,
wait,
that's-
I joined in as the wrong thing. Holy crap.
And that. Oh.
Man.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Let's try this again without doing it. I
Oh,
just blocked Hollow
yeah,
by
it's
doing that.
because the refresh rate was at 59.95 hertz.
that would do it.
Yeah. So,
Pleasure doing business with you.
thank you, Mogu.
Probably
Thank you
means
for your
the refresh rate is your frame
troubleshooting.
rate too.
What'd you say,
There's a,
Mogo?
there's a setting in display to make the frame rate not follow display refresh rate. Just hit none instead, in the same spot as the frame
Yeah.
rate caps are.
Yeah, I've got it set to that. Well, changing my refresh rate to 120 didn't actually affect the game's FPS. But
Might have to restart the game though, or change that setting. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it right now. But oh well. I'll be right back.
Dun 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 dun. I also updated my thing too, so to reflect the gear I got today.
BRB. Gotta head back to Ether.
Guys, it's messed up that you can't move hot elements with your arrow keys or something.
Kind of funny.
Like, why?
You can do that with the analog stick. I don't know why they wouldn't let you do it with the arrows.
Wait a
Do
sec.
it.
That makes me... You can't do it with...
All right, time to
Okay,
plug
you
in
can
the
do it with
1990s.
You can do it with the numpad. Okay. Because I tried both WASD and arrow keys, and neither of them worked. So I was just like, okay, well, I guess it just doesn't work. But if it worked for controller, it would be ridiculous if it didn't also work for keyboard, right? Like, I'm not crazy.
Keys on the numpad, except for 5? Or what, is it only 4 keys?
I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. I just saw that like 4 and 6 worked, so I just left it at that.
2, 4, 8, and 6.
4, 8, 6.
Yep.
Missed opportunity to do all 7, or do all 8 of them. Moving shit on a diagonal would be a bitch doing that.
I mean, it works with a joystick then, you know, at the end of the day, look, you still got that 1990s joystick still hanging around from the old PC days. Plug that sucker in, see if it works.
You know, I also just have newer controllers that I could use.
Probably tends to be effective there.
I don't trust you. I'm Black Mage with a new controller. You gotta play with an old joystick.
Oh, yeah. Just pull out like an Atari 2600 joystick.
Hell
with the...
yes.
That, I just think you literally could not play the game. You just don't have enough buttons. You have to like use Morse code to signal which button you're pressing.
Effective military propaganda right there.
Somebody's watching Queso shorts.
Yeah, you can hear that? Yeah, my
Yeah.
spouse is.
Everybody make sure you have food and pots.
We're also missing a person in the party.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah,
but one person.
logging in.
Okay.
I'm still running the grade or the grade 2s for now. I just need to finish them out.
You know what? I forgot to make
3
pots. I forgot to make pots, but I still have some from yesterday. But I did make food. So now I have the right food.
You have the right pots?
Yeah. I don't have gem saps either. I mean, I think I still have those. I still have those gem saps.
How many did you make?
Food?
Gem saps.
Oh, I bought 20 of them. So it wasn't.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad at all.
Different story. We bought like 200.
No. I don't think my wallet could afford 200 gem saps at the price they were at.
Didn't stop to wonder why the potions were like 30 grand.
No, they were the same price. I think I spent 5,000 on each of them.
Guess that
As-
makes sense.
I was like, oh, 5k for pots? That's not a big deal. And then they were gem saps. Also, wait, is Bipsy in the call? I need to flame him for not updating the spreadsheet.
Ugh.
Yeah, it does have drop priority. I think that's just so you don't have to figure out,
Right.
Check
Is
on.
that-
You going in as loot master?
Oh yeah, I guess I should.
Probably should, yeah. Also, drop prio.
I'm just trying to get Pepsi to update the thing, but he's obstinate. I also don't know why it's not showing up for anyone else. Oh, maybe it's because nobody else specified their job? No, because Sadie didn't specify their job.
Now going back. Loot master.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm gonna ready to check again.
Check. Good that it keeps track of how many tomes I have left over when I put the right piece in.
Oh, it shows how many tomes you need to get. That's cool. I didn't even notice that. This is a cool spreadsheet. I'm glad we stole it.
Much better than the other one.
Yeah, I mean, look, I tried really hard with the other one, but I'm not a spreadsheet guy. I know how to make it functional, but I don't do all the math.
Yeah, that shit is kind of tricky. It's also like the main thing you learn Excel for.
That's true. I feel like I could do it, but it takes it'd take me a lot of time to get it set up.
I could do it, but that was a long time ago, and I haven't been in school for a while, so.
Fair enough.
Food check.
I feel like I'm back in the roller rink with this song.
Everyone except
Back in the glory days.
MC have food.
Right? You remember right, kinda?
Oh, Bepsi's updating the spreadsheet. Acceptable.
Fridays and Saturdays, boogie nights.
Cannot
Those were the
Mm.
days.
Those were the days. Would you have blades or skates?
Of course.
Now, what should you have, man? Blades or skates?
Both.
You had both? Yeah.
I actually
I'm
have a
not
pair of
about it.
blades. I'm not that great at skating. I can do basic stuff, but I can't like do
time to go.
tricks or spins or anything. I can barely skate backwards. Even that's putting it a bit generously.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begins.
A-side is rolls.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
2 snap. That snapshot's so early.
Dancing
It's
Queen
awesome.
and pulling out all the stops of his steps.
B-side, light parties.
We're just getting started.
2 snap.
Grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn.
It's supports first, ranged 2, 4, melee's 1, 3. In then out.
Melee north, sorry.
A side.
South.
Waste money.
It's not south. Melee east west here.
Two snap. It's rolls. Tank stuff, then fan spreads. I'm gonna move in a second, I promise.
Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
There's no tomorrow.
Start right. Swap. Stay. Swap. 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 Stay.
Let's finish with style.
I'm still raising.
Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you.
Let's ride the waves. Butterfly or honeybee partners. B side at the end. So light parties at the end.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Partners first. Spreads. And stay up north. Make sure you don't get hit by this. Out then in.
Come on, show me your moves.
Who snap, then light parties.
Back to it, dancers.
Color corners. North south safe. Spreads. Oh, sorry, arc.
Bask in the
A
spotlight.
DPS are baiting cleaves first. Bait them cardinals.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
B side.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving.
Four snap, then light parties.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
We must have healer LB.
Yeah.
Already two behind, so
Dancers, take it away.
couldn't afford more gas like that.
I feel like we could have used progress on this frog,
On again.
but
I don't care. I just don't agree.
The Knights reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on Dancing Green.
Hey Mogu, if it does ride the waves and it's towards the east side, do you want to switch sides? So you pull him east and I'll take the west side.
Yeah, let's go with that, honestly.
Okay.
Kind of finicky to do it the other way.
And who's also in my quadrant up over there?
Uh, we won't swap. You can still stay yellow. It's just the tanks will swap. Functionally, it should be the same.
Get down.
Your partner for the spotlight thing, Hala, just
The
died. That
Upstarts
wasn't
Cruiserweight
the wrong
campaign
spot.
begins.
Nah, I just wondering why am I got cleared?
Yeah, cleave because they died to their spotlight. They didn't do it. First to it.
Like parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
2 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these steps. We're just getting started.
2 snap.
Grooving, baby.
Supports first. Ranged 1-3. Melee's 2-4.
An invitation to dance. How will the
Out then in.
Tanks east-west.
A side at the end. Rolls at the end.
Melee north-south.
Four snap.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the
Fan
heat.
spreads.
Try to
Sorry,
keep
I
up
should have said so
now.
early.
The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green? Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Debuff spots. Start left. Swap. Stay. Swap. Swap. Stay. Swap. Swap.
Let's finish with style. Groovy moves. The crowd's loving it.
B side. Like parties at the end.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Partners. Spreads. Stay north here. In then out. Light parties.
Come on, show me
Or
your
snap.
moves. Back to it, dancers.
North south. spreads. DPS spotlights first, range or supports are baiting. Bait intracards. DPS are baiting cardinals. It's rolls after this.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving.
3 snap. I believe it's this, then another ensemble.
Pots already.
Remember, just focus on dodging and be ready to dodge the frogs at weird angles. Fan spreads, fan spreads.
I feel the fever coming on again. The night's reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on dancing green.
Dodge frogs, start left. Start left and back. Left, south. Swap. Nobody died.
Finish with style.
You have full health for this.
Groovy moves. The crowd's loving it.
Use ability if you can.
You're up, dancers.
At D, Delta. And then stay. Swap sides. Supports are baiting first. East-west is safe. DPS are baiting. Middle is safe.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
You're supposed to beat that bubble.
Bait A1, A1, A1.
I always got yellow.
Did it right.
Go on the stage, you're fine.
That wasn't you who killed you, that was.
Use ability. Okay.
Fine, just get him up. Don't give him more damage.
Show us some electrifying
Yep.
moves.
Pardon.
Get towards your color corners.
Challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
Partners, partners.
Up to.
Out then in. Spreads.
Hits we got, pop up.
Melee will be whenever.
I'm in 1 minute, 1 sec. Thank you.
Let's bring the night to a scorching close. That was one hell of a party. Let's do it again sometime.
I really just come down to not being able to afford those 2 DPS deaths.
2 DPS deaths and 4 damage downs from
Are we able to LB 3 early? That way we can build like another LB gauge for the end?
we
It's
are
greedy, but we could.
we are if we don't mess up the first dodges. I don't think just people
that's what
not
he's saying
potting there was the
is-
problem. I think we just need to be better at the dodging the frogs during entourage.
You get through with heading damage downs, but dying to unnecessary things will fuck us.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
A side rolls.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
2 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops of the Upstart.
B side, light parties.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving,
2 snap.
baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn.
It's supports first, ranged 1-3, melees 2-4. In then out.
Thanks.
A side at the end.
Melee east-west.
Three snap. Rolls.
Avoid those damage downs entirely, but it's very rogue.
You're up, dancers.
Fan spreads.
Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green? Dance like there's
Debuffs. Start left. Swap. Swap. Stay. Swap. Swap. Stay. Swap.
Okay. Cool.
Let's finish with style.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Put the crowd to sleep?
It was one hit.
A side rolls at the end. That might be too
On
many
the dance
deaths.
floor, everyone's a star.
The damage downs on the 2 mana burst too, and we're fucked.
Yeah. You said you were gonna switch there, Mogo, with Hades.
Anymore. I was already resigned.
Yeah, I got this for it.
I don't know what killed me, but I'm pretty sure there were 3 people in the 20 debuff spot.
I had one. I had 20.
Just identify your number. You don't have to see the exact number it is. If it's 2 seconds lower or 3 seconds lower, still that number.
It should be spot on if you check it when the last cone shoots out.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins. Keep up with the rhythm.
2 snap.
Dancing
Also,
Green
thank you
is
for
pulling
calling
out
that
all
out.
the stops of each step.
A side rolls.
We're just getting started.
4 snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby.
Supports first. Ranged 1-3. Melee's 2-4.
How will the challenger respond?
Out then in.
North south.
A side at the end.
Melee east west.
Four snap. Rolls at the end. Oh,
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
wow. And so it went from me to the healers. That's crazy.
Oh, was that just 2 healers there? I thought it hit someone who was in.
I don't know.
You want to Kaido.
Anyway, my
Kaido
bad.
was
I
just
moved
waiting
too
us.
early.
Make
It's
sure you
psyched out by the
concentrate more
disease.
onto the floor tile before you swap to the other side. Whenever.
Oh yeah, no, my problem was I finished my cast thinking I was like, oh, I'm safe, and then I just got hit by 2 of the waves.
Yeah, I just saw some folks has to try to dodge out of the squares that are lighting up and everything. Though, feel free to fall back south a bit.
Should only be dodging the squares north and south in that part, especially.
The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
B side, light parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm? Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops of each step.
A side.
We're just getting started.
4 snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn.
Supports first. Ranged 1-3. Melee's 2-4.
How will the challenger
Out then in. A side at the end.
South.
Rolls.
Out squares, out squares.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Good.
Have to move out of the squares.
You get a damage down if you get hit by the squares.
Yeah. But like the whole time he was doing force now.
Fan spreads.
The floor was lighting up.
Yeah, it lights up one last time during that part.
Yeah.
Let's turn up the
Just dodge the initial.
Fan spreads.
The fever take it hold. Can the upstart keep
This
up
is,
with dancing greed?
I think it's just a wall. We've had too many deaths. We had people die here, so debuffs aren't gonna resolve.
Well, do we have an extra on?
No, for some
West side?
reason,
Or, yeah.
Hollowed ended up in Hades' spot, and Hades was in Hollowed's spot. And they both tried to get back to their original spot in the middle of it.
Oh.
Please don't get psyched up by the tiles on that part. They're pretty static. There's two patterns. You're not gonna have to worry about dodging them ever. You just step off of one, stay on the left side or the right side. You don't need to swap to the left or the right ever. You just stay there and move off
The
your tile.
upstart's cruiserweight campaign begins.
A side rolls.
Can you keep up with the rhythm? Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with each step.
B side, light parties.
We're just getting started.
3 snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn.
DPS first. Ranged 1-3. Melee's 2 melee's 2-4. In then out.
Melee, east, west.
A side.
A side, yep. Thank you.
East, north,
The
south.
challenger's down.
Alright, Peter.
Is this the end?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
It's fine. It looks fine. Yeah, sure.
Are you ready to get down?
Lightning shot him.
The upstart's cruiserweight campaign begins.
I don't know why you pulled more aggressive on the tomahawk. It's really fun.
B side, light parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
2 snap.
dancing green is pulling out all the stops with these things.
A side rolls.
We're just getting started.
3 snap.
Keep grooving, baby.
Funky floor.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby.
Supports first, ranged 1-3, melee's 2-4.
How will the
Out then in.
challenger respond?
It's north south.
B side at the end.
East west.
B side, 3 snap.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
I'm moving, I'm moving. Fan spreads after this tank buster. Fan spreads.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with dancing green?
I'm trolling. I'm sorry, Kata. I trolled you.
Dance like there's
Debuffs.
no tomorrow.
Start right. Stay. Swap. 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 Stay. Swap. Swap.
Let's finish with style. Hey, what are you trying to do? Put the crowd to sleep?
B.
B side at the end.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
On AV partners. Partners. Spreads. Stay north here. Out then in.
I got him.
B side, light parties. 4 snap.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around? Back to
Color
you,
corners.
dancers.
North south safe. Partners. Supports first. DPS bait cleaves first. Intercardinals. A side.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving, baby.
4 snap rolls. It's gonna be fan spreads.
Potions first.
Dancers, take it away. Yeah, baby. I feel the fever coming on again. The night's reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on Dancing Green.
Dodge the frogs. Start right back. So oh gosh.
Let's finish with style.
Second, later.
Groovy moves. The
Sorry, I was just a
crowd's
second
loving it.
off.
We wouldn't have gotten it anyway because I messed up. All 8 of us have to do it right.
You're up, dancers.
I drifted my riddle of fire for nothing.
Alpha. A. To Bravo. Stay. Supports are baiting first. North-south. DPS are baiting. Middle safe. Bait it away from the middle. Triple cleave. A2.
Show us some electrifying.
Sad
Color
it's not
corners.
clear, but good practice.
No, it's not. Spreads. In then out.
In and
Partners. Well, I figured out how I can call out the other frogs. Yeah, we can't do 11% here.
Let's bring the night to a scorching
but we know now that we have LB1 later fight.
We might even have LB2 there if we do both of them right.
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay. I'm thinking on moving the corner waymarks in slightly, and then just calling 1, 2, 3, or 4.
On what?
The second frogs, the entourage, second entourage. Or I guess I could call A, B, C, or D. Then. My thought being is I call a corner that's safe.
I'm not even looking at waymarks, I'm just watching the frogs.
Yeah.
Just focus. I'm not even healing there, I'm just focusing on dodging.
Fair enough. We just gotta be cleaner, myself included. So, pull whenever.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
A-side rolls.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
Force snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops for these.
B-side, light parties.
We're just getting started.
2 snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn.
DPS first. Ranged 2-4. Melee's 1-3.
How will the challenger respond?
Out then in.
So melee going south.
A-side at the end.
East, west.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Yeah, here.
Force snap.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing. The challenger's down. Is this the
One
end?
is with it.
Tank buster then fan spreads.
Fuck us.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green? Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Check your debuffs. Start left. Stay. Swap. 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 Stay. Swap.
Let's finish with style.
It's unfortunately paramount we not screw up the easy stuff, because the hard stuff is really gonna fuck us if we have death before them.
Yeah.
Alan, how much gil do you have?
How much gil do I have?
Yeah, could you perhaps afford crafted gear tonight?
So you want me to get
Can't,
rid of all
it's-
my 730 gear?
Wait, yeah, you don't have
Yeah, I kinda
740
think we
gear?
need the extra damage. I just really want to squeeze every bit of damage out right now because we actually need it.
Well, yeah, I got 233 mil.
Yeah, let's back out real quick, get you some gear, and get it melded. It's like an extra % of damage we could really use.
What are we doing?
Any
My bad.
little bit to just take pressure off of deaths
Holla-
and damage downs would help.
Apparently, Holla apparently doesn't have a craft gear or anything yet.
Yeah, under normal circumstances with the first turn, I wouldn't think crafted gear is important, but this one's got a lot of damage down potential, so it's actually kind of rough.
Yeah.
And in this case, I'll probably go ahead and go grab my first tome gear.
Yeah, just grab like your chest piece or your pants, whichever you can get. Or whichever's
Right
basics.
now, it's going to be the chest piece.
Yeah, grab that. You don't have to pen to meld the gear right now. Just get the crafted and get the 12s on. But yeah, extra damage is kind of paramount. Loath as I am to ask the bard to do more damage.
I mean, every ounce matters.
Yeah, it really matters right now. Just to get out of this fucking fight. It's driving me crazy.
Which I can actually understand. We'll all want to proceed.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to be here anymore.
Alright, fuck.
I don't even think what Proto Carbuncle was this tough with the damage before. Damage downs weren't so bad in that fight. This one has a ton
Yeah.
of damage down spots.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Proto Carbuncle just kind of killed you instead of giving you a damage down. So
Yeah,
like,
it's a very death heavy one.
yeah. So if you just didn't die, then you probably cleared. But with this, it was also a longer fight. I felt like. But maybe that's just me.
This one, like, if you get 2 damage downs, you basically died once. That's how much damage you're losing. The D down's like 30% or more. It's really fucking bad. Just like, whatever, if you get it on a 1 minute burst. If you get it on your 2 minute though, that 2 minute was basically nothing.
I got the
Fucking-
chest piece. It's Store Ballard. Yay. I would try to see about saving Gil because I didn't know that how much this is so reliant on you just
Saving
melting and spending so much money on shit.
saving
Gotta
Gil
avoid
at
it.
200 mil sounds kind of crazy to me.
Well, if he's
I
thinking
live
about paying for every
frugally, okay?
materia,
You don't always spend. That's why you always. That's how you quickly went from 233 million to 150 million.
true,
Look,
you can spend a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
be
materia
honest.
if you just burn for Gil.
I think getting
And-
just the equipment itself is fine, and then putting just
Yeah.
basic melts. You don't need to penta melt it. It's gonna get
Yeah.
like, replaced.
Don't. It's gonna be
Yeah.
super expensive.
Honestly, I'm
Right.
pretty sure
That's
you
my
could like.
point.
Because
It's
we had the
why I
material on
avoid.
hand.
You
Which is
shouldn't
why
avoid
I
the gear.
avoid
That's all.
Yeah, don't avoid the gear.
pentamelting.
Always get the gear.
I mean,
Always get the gear.
Yeah, you can avoid pentamelding just fine. You can go for 2, maybe 3 melds, and you're not breaking the bank. And if you are worried, I mean, we can craft gear. Not right now, obviously, but like, you know.
Also, like, if you're worried about the melds being expensive, pay for grade 9 materia instead. They're way cheaper, guaranteed.
And the stats
Like, you're gonna
generally put you
spend
past
a
the.
fraction of the Gil.
Yeah,
I have
like
some material on me right now, so
most of my pentamelt is like barely about spell speed, like 2k, and I have
Not to
1.5.
not to mention I think I still have some a lot of Nova crystals too. So
Only times you ever have to spend Gil in this game is when there's a raid tier and you need materia or gear. If you don't want to spend a shitload on materia, just buy cheap materia or buy it on a odd number patch. It'll be a lot cheaper then. I bought like most of my grade 11s at 7.1. Didn't even spend like 5 million Gil on all the shit I have right now.
I guess while I'm standing around, I might as well put my retainers up for new ventures.
Okay to be poor. You can buy full gear set with 5 mil easy.
Yeah, like I asked my friend and he did it with like 1.2. I see a lot of like requests like about 4 mil.
Well, like if you can craft, right? Then it's like, or if you know somebody who can craft, then you don't even need to spend the
Yeah.
money. Just, I guess
Like,
you could
I
spend
did-
less money and then just
Yeah,
get them the
it was
mats.
1.2 mil with the Tom materials.
There's always crafters in the party finder too that are looking to undercut the market board just so they can get money faster. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to save gil if you're looking for crafters.
If you can get at least one of the bouncer stuff, you can pretty much like afford the entire set.
But anyway, yeah. Once you have all your
I
grade
think
12s melted,
Honestly, they've gone down. It used to be 1 million, now it's 338,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Buy it. It'll be down to like 150k in a few days, I guarantee it.
Some servers on Aether it stays at like 300k for a bit. First like month or so, but
Can't believe I have to do this, but
I mean,
So
half of us
that's
were
2 million gil.
some of us were offering to craft gear a while ago. Like all of last week.
like, nah, I understand that y'all have to do what you have to do, but
Well, no, I
didn't
meant
know
like I
how
crafted
to
Sadhu's
use
gear and
inventory.
Kata's gear. Like I don't know, if you told me you needed gear and got me the mats, I would have crafted it for you.
Nah, I just bought it. There.
Bend to your own taste. If you don't want to buy material, it's your choice. I don't care. Just have the gear. You'll do a lot more damage. We won't have to worry about damage checks for a while.
Yeah,
I'm
even-
surprised the crafted gear was 10 item levels like higher than the last raid tier.
It's been that way.
It's always like that. So
Isn't
you're
it?
at the item level.
I remember it being
required to clear the
5.
final turn.
No, it's
But
5
it's
above the
the X.
weapon.
The X one, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I find it weird, like why we can't use it like the old raid stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the old raid stuff should be
Like
the
it
same
should
level,
like
but
be for every like for the full tier, right?
It's not good. Just because people who didn't do that raid tier could be at a disadvantage if the gear is not as good in the crafted section.
Yeah, like
Kind of makes sense.
could be like one for
Especially
the craft.
weapon. Like if that was 5 more than the crafted gear, that'd be pretty fucking bad.
that's fair.
I'm technically ready. I'm just porting some builds in.
That's fine.
Nobody wants
You can
to do
meld inside the
Savage
instance,
to
I
get
think.
geared for this Savage.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can go in the instance when he's done melding. He can meld in the instance. It's not a big deal. Just let me know when you're all melded.
On the shoes now. I'm just doing the major ones.
Yeah, just
Oh,
get the
yeah.
12s done.
Yeah, you probably don't have to.
17% 12s.
Yeah.
Alright, that one's a crit. This one's a crit. Bangled is a dread. I need to probably get some more dreads here. The rest is crit. Alright, all milled.
Alright.
Well, all filled mills.
Yeah, the 100% ones.
I'm just surprised I have to do it.
You should be.
I mean, I feel like
It's
crafted
required.
gear has been a requirement for the raid tier.
If you didn't have the materia ready, that's
Third
your own
check.
fault.
Before Battlefield, we don't actually need it. I did that like for about a good amount of time on PS. I'm like, no one will know.
weren't doing Savage, who'd give a shit, but
Yeah.
unfortunately Savage requires crafting.
Are you ready to get down?
Then at this point, just like, what's the point of getting 730 gear now in the long end well into things?
Parsing, Savage, that's it.
Yeah.
Has no purpose in raid, that's just typical.
It matters for Fro, having 730 gear, or 735 gear specifically.
Keep that shit around for
B-side, like parties. It matters for some things, really, but it's not... It doesn't matter for the next tier. And that's kind of been a thing. Oh, I moved early. Sorry.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops for beats.
A-side, rolls.
Maybe my stuff, bro.
We're just getting started.
3 snap.
Keep grooving, baby.
I would have made you do it for sugar, right? So don't worry too much about it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna out and get it crafted gear for this tier, I'm sorry.
I just like it. It just don't feel off, you know.
I mean...
Easy replacing raid gear, I get it.
Yeah.
Just considering how different it is now with World of Warcraft when I was used to
DPS
World of
first.
Warcraft.
An invitation to dine.
Ranged 2-4. Melee's 1-3. Out in.
Melee east west.
A-side at the end. Rolls at the end.
East, north, south.
Two snap.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Dance like there's no
I'm so sorry.
tomorrow.
God fucking damn it.
Start right.
Okay.
Stay. Swap. 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 Stay.
Let's finish with style.
Together. You have to get
Not
Pepsi.
bad, but I reckon you've got
Thank
more
you.
in you.
B-side at the end.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Partners. Spreads. Watch out for the waves. I say as I get hit by one. Out then in.
You just know by example.
That's what it is.
B side.
Come on.
3
show
snap.
your moves. To it, dancers.
North south. Partners. I just died to damage.
Spotlight and burn, baby, burn.
Supports first. DPS bait cleaves. I can't bait mine in time.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around? We're just getting started. Keep grooving, baby.
Sorry guys, I'm so slow there. I have to slide cast my way all the way to the middle. I might be able to instant cast and then manip to somebody.
Part of white disco. Yeah.
I mean, I was literally just at half health. Like, I missed some heals because I was north while everyone was middle.
Like to save.
Yeah. I mean, part of the problem was my own. I just didn't move in very fast.
Beto was
The
upgrade.
Upstart's cruiserweight campaign begins.
B-side, my parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
2 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with your steps.
A-side, rolls.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving,
4 snap.
baby.
DPS first. Ranged 2-4, melee's 1-3.
An invitation to dance. How
In and out.
will you respond?
Melee north south. East west. Come on.
I missed the cast. I'm sorry.
B side.
3 snap B-side. My parties.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start left. Stay. Swap. Swap. Swap.
Kato, you're one slab up.
Swap. Stay. Swap.
Let's finish with style. Hey, what are you trying to do? Put the crowd to sleep?
A side at the end. Let's ride the waves. Mogu should swap with Hades. Partners. Spreads. Watch. In and out.
I think I killed you there, Hades. I don't know, but my bad.
It's A side. 2 snap. I think we still need to practice, even if we're behind. We just keep messing up. I think walling's not doing us any good.
Can they turn this around?
Yeah, might as well. So maybe
Back to it, dancers.
can they practice?
I think we need practice.
This mechanic.
You know.
Save people
Oh
that-
no, the
East-west.
the challenger.
Partners. Yeah, we can't practice this one. Especially with Entourage 2. Or, yeah, Assemble Entourage 2. Like, we keep messing up on them, so even if we're not gonna clear, we should at least get to that one and then wall. Because we need to do them correct.
I really want to emphasize focus on your debuff so you don't get it wrong. Because if you get it wrong and someone has to look at your debuff and tell you that, they're fucking up.
Are you ready to get down? The upstart's cruiserweight campaign.
That's true, too. You can't have other people check your debuff for you.
There's no responsibility.
B-side, like parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
3 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with each step. We're just getting started.
A-side, 4 snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight.
DPS first.
Baby, burn.
Ranged 1-3. Melee's 2-4.
Invitation to dance. How will the
In and
challenger
out.
respond?
Melee east-west.
A side.
A-side at the end.
East, north, south.
Two snap.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat.
And
Try to
spreads.
keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Dance like there's
Start left.
Oh,
You gotta
Stay.
be up front.
Swap.
Never mind.
oh, okay.
Swap.
Yeah, finally the other side.
Swap.
Up, up.
Swap.
I don't have that.
Stay. Swap.
Let's finish with style.
Okay, green.
Got more in you.
B side at the end. Just ride the waves.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Mogu. Hades swap. Partners. Stay north here. In and out.
Come on.
It's A side, I believe. I said.
Killer grapes. Killer grapes.
Oh,
The challenger's
I
down.
apologize.
Is this the end?
I said B side, and then in my head it just was A side.
Yeah, the one I turned around like I thought it was 20 in front instead of the back. Oh, yeah.
Wait, do you still have confusion about where the debuffs go, or did you just?
No, I think I had like the confusion like on for a second there.
Okay. If you're good.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
B side, light parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
Force snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops for these steps.
A side. Rolls.
We're just getting started.
Force snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn.
Supports first. Ranged 2-4. Melee's 1-3.
How will the challenger
Out then in.
South.
B side at the end.
East, west.
That's really sad that you missed that.
Yeah, I thought.
He's all the
I
way in the
thought it
corner, Vafra. Two snap. I said A side, right?
B side.
Killer grapes.
B side. Okay. I need to get better at paying attention to what I actually said.
I don't have stuff.
Don't worry, I did.
Thank you. They stole my Lily.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start right. Swap. Stay. Swap. Swap. Stay. Swap.
Let's finish with style.
I'm really struggling to understand what's so complicated about it.
Sorry, Vopra.
Yeah.
See it hurt.
3 or 4 people on the same
Oh,
tile.
yeah,
What the fuck
that's
is
my
this?
bad. I read 10 when it was supposed to be 5.
Mogu's right. What is killing us so much with the debuffs? Like, as soon as that last cone is coming out, after all the AoEs are done, that's your debuff timer. Check it there, move into your right row.
It's 8, 10. One below that's 15. One below that's 20. And the last one's 25. Let's see. Please just internalize that if nothing else.
I'm saying debuffs exactly when I check my debuff.
Are you ready to get
Seconds later,
down?
still see the number that it is.
Yep.
Just add a
The
couple.
Upstart's cruiserweight campaign, Biggie.
Exactly when I say debuffs, it'll be at 10, 15, 20, or 25. Maybe it'll be 1 second lower, but that will be your debuff number. You don't have to do any extra math to add to them or anything. B-side, like parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
3 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these.
A-side, rolls.
We're just getting started.
2 snap.
Grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and
Supports first. Ranged 2-4. Melee's 1-3.
invitation to dance. How will the
In then out.
respond?
South.
B-side at the end. B-side.
East, west.
4 snap. B-side.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Like there's no tomorrow.
Start right. Stay. Swap. 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 Stay.
Let's finish with style. some more in you.
A side at the end. A side rolls.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Mogoon 80s swamp. Spreads. Partners. Oh wait, I'm troll.
Too much for the challenger.
Out then in.
Okay. Face side.
Rolls.
Show me your moves. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Oh no. I tried.
I still want us to practice Frog Thrush too. Or the ensemble too.
Okay.
I'll get Kaido.
Dancers.
Okay.
East West.
The challenger
Partners.
rises again. Can they turn this around? Bask in the spotlight.
DPS spotlights first.
Burn.
Supports bait Cardinals. DPS bait inner cards. B side after this.
We're just getting started.
Or snap.
Moving, baby. Dancers, take it away.
Fan spreads.
Yeah, baby. I feel the fever coming on again. The night's reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on dancing green. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Let's finish with style. Groovy moves. The crowd's loving it. You're up, dancers.
B. Stay B. Swap. Supports bait first.
What power? Looks like somebody's
North south
over
safe.
there.
DPS baits. Middle safe. Uh, 4D, 4C, 4C, sorry. I couldn't think of the words, but I knew the spot. Alright, now I can safely wall. We don't do 20% in the next 30 seconds. Well, I forgot this came up, but even then I don't think we killed.
Like 6% behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 33% at Ensemble 2 and if we want to actually clear.
Yep. But hey, that Ensemble 2 worked. That Ensemble 2 went well. I think we got one person got hit.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
A-side rolls.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
3 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these days.
B-side, light parties.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving.
2 snap.
baby.
DPS first. Ranged 2-4. Melee 1-3.
An invitation to dance. How
Out then in.
challenger respond?
Melee, north, south.
Hey, side.
A-side, yes, thank you.
Hanks east, west.
Lol.
Two snap. Sorry, I keep encroaching closer to you, Hades.
You ought to just go between us.
Well, this is my spot specifically, which is why I'm...
Let's turn up the heat.
Fan spreads.
Keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Goof.
Debuffs.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start right. Swap. Swap. Stars. Swap. Swap. Stay. Swap.
Let's finish with style. Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you.
B-side. Light parties at the end.
Everyone's a star.
I'm missing a partner.
The challenger's down.
Spread.
Is this the end?
In then out. 2 snap. B side, I believe.
Back to it, dancers.
I guess this one's technically like light parties. Now that I think about it. And I've just been calling east-west. Partners.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn.
8 cardinals. Bait inner cards.
We're just getting started.
4 snap.
Keep grooving, baby. Dancers, take it away.
Fan spreads.
Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again! The Knights reached a fever pitch! All eyes are on Dancing Green!
Okay.
Dance like there's no tomorrow! Let's finish
I need
with
some healing or I'm gonna die.
Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you. You're up, dancers!
A. B.
Stuck square!
Stay. Supports first. East-west. DPS baits. Middle safe. C3.
Show us some electrifying moves!
Spreads.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger!
Out then in. Partners.
Back one sec.
stop making mistakes, the less it'll compound in the more.
Yeah. Wait, I thought somebody said they needed a sec.
Oh, that was what they said? Sorry. Cancel my...
I'm gonna put up a ready check just to make sure. Okay. Well, never mind then.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
B-side? Like parties?
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
3 snap?
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these things. We're just getting
A-side?
started.
3 snap?
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and
Supports first. Ranged 2-4. Melee 1-3. Out then in.
East, west.
A-side at the end.
Sounds like
2 snap. A-side.
you're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start left. Swap. Stay. Swap. 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 Stay. Or, yeah, stay. Almost trolled there.
Let's finish with style. Hey, what are you trying to do? Put the crowd to sleep?
B-side.
On the dance floor,
Thanks.
everyone's a star.
You said B-side, right? Okay. Mogu, Hades, Swamp. Partners. Spreads. Out then in.
this side.
B side. 3 snap.
Back to it, dancers.
East west. Spreads.
Bask in the spotlight.
Supports bait first.
Let it burn.
Oh wait, it's this one. My bad. Sorry, I thought we were farther along. Good job, nobody did it wrong. B side. B side.
We're just getting started.
4 snap.
Keep grooving, baby.
What?
Dancers,
Fan
take
spreads.
it away. Yeah, baby. I feel the fever coming on again. The night's reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on Dancing Green.
Very cool.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start.
Let's finish with style. Hey, what are you trying to do? Put the crowd to sleep? You're up, dancers.
C. Stay C. Supports bait first. North south safe. Middle safe. A2, A2.
Will the challenger be all right? Show us some
It'll be close.
fine moves. What power? Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Spreads. In then out. Partners.
bring the night to a scorching close. That was one hell of a party. Let's do it again sometime.
Well, was the closest we've gotten.
3-point distance there.
Yep. We had a lot of death stirring on Thrush too, so I think we clean those up and we're good.
Sure your food's not gonna expire in the middle of a pull. Let's do one more.
Yep.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
B-side, light parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
3 snap.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops of these things. We're just getting started.
2 snap. Rolls.
Baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby.
DPS first. Ranged 1-3, melee's 2-4. Out then in.
Melee north south.
A side at the end.
East east west.
Three snap.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The fever's taken hold. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Debuffs.
Like there's no
Start right.
tomorrow.
Stay. Swap. 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 Stay. Swap. Swap.
Let's finish with style.
Oh, I just died.
Yeah, that was a
Not
good
bad,
damage.
but I reckon you got more in you.
Okay.
A side at the end.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Mogu Hades switch.
They're back on their feet. Let's
I
see
do
if
need
they
some
can stay
healing.
standing.
Spread. Partners. Avoid the squares. Stay north here. In and out.
A side.
A side. Or snap.
Back to it, dancers!
North south. Partners. Supports spotlights first. DPS bait inner cards.
A side.
Yes, thank you.
We're just getting started! Keep grooving, baby!
Pot window.
Dancers, take it away!
Fan spreads.
Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again! The night's reached a fever pitch! All eyes are on dancing green!
Dodge frogs.
There's no tomorrow! Let's finish with style! Groovy moves! The crowd's loving it!
Use LB3. So I can have like LB1 like.
Just like we had to field the group, but probably best to just run it out and then LB.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we would have gotten the LB there anyway. C. Then to D. Then swap. Supports first. Supports bait first. Middle safe. Side safe.
Oh,
The challenger's down!
I mean,
I saw that.
C. C3.
Did I not bait the right one?
No,
monkey
Mogu
flipped
baited
into
it.
the range of
Oh.
Mogu.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I'm like, fuck.
That was
That
a
was
pretty
unfortunate.
close run without me doing that, but I
Show
fucked
us some
us.
electrifying moves!
We might have gotten it. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause
Spreads.
we've been like 23%, 24% here, and it gets down to 6. Or,
The challenger
6%
rises
around the
again!
end.
Can they turn this around?
Whatever. Oh, yeah.
We were getting
Pick
cleaner.
it up tomorrow. We're almost there.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. But I just see Mogo like spinning, and then him dying to the thing.
Should've just tomahawked. Should've fucking known better. I don't know why I did that. So dumb.
Rip.
Got killed me there.
Well, anyway,
We'll get this shit like first or second try.
good raid, everyone. Yep.
GG's.
See you all tomorrow.
And
Man, I gotta say, learning a class is hard. Oh, hey, the chat is actually readable when it's not scrunched up like I had it set earlier, so glad that works, but yeah. Oh man, that's... That's crazy. Black Mage is just like, I don't even feel like it's because Black Mage is hard. There's just so much stuff that I'm thinking about at once. Also, this HUD layout not working. Now that I know I can move them around with that's great. I didn't know that before. Yeah, anyway, I'll probably just readjust my HUD. I definitely need to practice on Black Mage. This is good practice, but like, man, I'm getting rough. I'm hoping that I'll be able to consider myself a decent Black Mage once I'm once I'm done, but honestly, I feel like this could cover my thing, maybe. That's probably fine. But yeah, anyway, so I'll be streaming again 8 p.m. tomorrow, or 8 p.m. Eastern anyway. So, thanks for joining.